Here's a tip for making smoother animations like you see in professional productions. If you've ever felt like your animation feels too wobbly or shaky, your problem might be contour spacing. Contour spacing is the spacing between your line work, and it's something I see a lot of new animators struggle with. When you look at your animation with onion skinning on, it can be really hard to identify how to fix individual lines to smooth out the spacing between them. But one trick I use to control my contour spacing is to only focus on 3 parts of my line work. I focus on the ends of any lines, I look at the corners of any shapes, and I look at the apex of any curves. These are the most visually dominant parts of any line, and if we place them correctly, the rest of the line will naturally connect between them. If you want an easy way to practice your contour spacing, try out this quick exercise. I call it the magic line. It's really simple. All we have to do is draw a single line, and then go to the next frame and draw it slightly differently. Now we just keep animating this line, and the goal is to bring this line to life and make it move in an interesting way. If we want to make it move slowly, we can make the spacing close together, and if we want to make it fast, we make the spacing further apart. The animation will feel a lot smoother if we change the speed of the line gradually over time, rather than having random changes in the spacing between it. You can experiment with curves and corners, but try to keep the line pretty simple for now. Once you've animated a few seconds of your line moving, watch it back and see how it feels. If it feels shaky or wobbly in a way you didn't intend, you can refine the contour spacing by paying attention to those 3 parts of the line we talked about before: the corners, the ends, and the apex of any curves. If it helps, you can draw a little dot on these little points over time, and you can track their spacing visually. This exercise is super fast, so you can do it multiple times and start to connect your lines together. A word of warning though. When you use these ideas to refine contour spacing of other animations, make sure you zoom out and check that you're not changing the overall drawing too much. It's really easy to make your drawings wonky when you hyper-focus on individual lines like this. Contour spacing is just one aspect of smooth animation, and not all animation needs to be smooth. You can decide exactly how you want your motion to look. Understanding contour spacing is just one of the tools you can use to create the effect you want. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll catch you next time.